Hello gang, welcome back to Abhaile. We're excited to have you with us as we continue to explore the island of Miyamoto, deep in the Moanwi archipelago. If you're digging Abhaile so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. It really helps us out as we grow and improve. But before we get into tonight's story, let's take care of a few announcements and shoutouts. This episode is brought to you in part by Worlds with Friends, a collaborative world-building tabletop game in the vein of D&D meets Civilization, with familiar action economy and rollable tables for exploration and hazards. Get together with your buddies and design your own Civ using their trimmed-down version of what you might think of as a character sheet. Start building your world today. Check them out over at DriveThruRPG, and the link in the description below. Worlds with Friends is currently available in its playtest form as donationware. We'd also like to shout out the Legends of Abhaile wiki, where you can find out some more information about the people, the places that make this world so great. It is a work in process, so be sure to check back frequently for updates and additional information. Abhaile is a labor of love, and we love sharing it with all of you. Something else that we love is stories. We want nothing more than for stories to be remembered, so that they can be told for generations to come. Alzheimer's disease stands in defiance of that love, and thus we stand in defiance of it. Half of any donation received, be it from super chats, direct donations, or advertisement revenue, will be paid forward to the Alzheimer's Association charity. We understand that times are tough, but if you can, we ask that you consider helping us, help them fight this darkness. And that about does it for announcements, so let's delve in beneath the surface to the shadows that hide in plain sight. Welcome to the Legends of Abhaile. Welcome back to the town of Nika'wranu. That's right, we got a name for it now. Yeah, Nika'wranu, that's this little village that we've stumbled upon. Nestled gently in the sloping base of what you could truly call the foothills of Miyamoto. It's a small community, not really much of a town. It's just an extended family kind of living and working side by side. It was here that you brought Shalla, a possessed islander that had attacked you in hopes of finding help or the source of the darkness so that you could quell that. With the young man safely looked over by the villagers, his own family, you finally have a moment to catch your breath before deciding the next course of action. So with that, we will return to you all. The floor is yours. We had just handed Kala over to these two islander dudes that had a cool rope, and they were going to take him off somewhere safe for the time being. We've got a decent little community here, fresh water with a well, surrounded by coconut fields, and then I say fields, I think orchard's probably the proper term in that situation, who knows. And then jungle after that. So what do you guys want to do?
To the gentleman who followed us back and said, "Thank you, friend, for your chivalry in helping us bring this poor tortured soul back to his family."
I don't know nothing about no chivalry, but you know, what's an extra hour in the day? I don't know. It's cool. It's good.
It is a rather large word. I understand the problem. Thank you again.
Oh,
And then I turn around and I walk over to Shalla,
Mm-hmm.
and I just ask, "What do you want to do next? What is our next steps, Shalla?"
Well, I figured we could rest here for a little bit. since we are in a safe place.
We'd maybe advise these people to, only travel in pairs and stay away from glowing black energy.
Yes, we may also
Or
be able
people
to
with
around
black
if we
eyes.
can find it. That too, and animals with black eyes. We don't yet know how this spreads.
Sorry, and they had no idea where he had gone, right?
He
just kinda disappeared?
Somewhere
Yeah,
hunt.
that's to your all's recollection. He had gone off for a hunt and never come back. So they had.
So, am I speaking to his father?
No, his father's not present.
Grandmother.
These are siblings. The best you can figure. Nobody's really come out and asked him yet.
Gotcha. I look at his family and I simply say, "What was your son doing out? Where does he usually venture to when he hunts?"
Let's see. This one here. Oh, good lord, I clicked the wrong thing. This one here, Nick is his name. He steps forward and he points off to the northwest and he says, out past the orchards, where the woods got heavy, out in the backseat of my '60 Chevy. He often goes back and north and then circles around to about the kind of to where you would come in the back door of Grant's house up there. So he'd go from the northwest and go out a ways, sometimes a day or two out and come back. We've been out. We followed his normal trails. We haven't seen any sight of him.
Well, if we can stay the night here tonight, we can try to pick up his trail maybe and figure out where he went tomorrow.
So, young man, what did you say your name was?
My name's Nick. This is my brother-in-law here, Cole, and his brother, Kaula, that you guys brought back.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your hospitality and for letting us rest our weary bones here. Now, Nick, you said you know where your brother would usually hunt, correct?
Yeah, we kind of...
Would you be willing to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys get a good rest in, and yeah, we can...
Absolutely. We were trying to find what is causing this blight upon your peaceful community.
Well, like we said, we haven't seen this blight, but we'll do whatever we can to help you. That's no problem at all.
We
came in.
Alright, so where are we stretching out at?
Well, you're
somewhere kind of to the side of the road.
Yeah, we've got, you're more than welcome to stay inside. I mean, we don't have a lot of room, but we've got a sitting room. You're more than welcome. We've got a couple nice chairs and couches. At the very least, you'll have the wind off your back.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And him and his brother-in-law, they pick up the tied up crazy person, and they start walking off this way, kind of motioning for you guys to follow behind.
Do so.
Game's paused.
Oh, you god darn right it is. Just like it always is.
Way to go.
I thought I had a good jump start on everything, but yeah, that's how it be sometimes. As you guys make your way inside the double doors, you can tell they're kind of the kind of doors that would be kind of intended to be by design open most of the day to let a cross breeze through. It's a stacked stone residence with timber on top. Looks like it's sourced from local island woods. Nothing fancy or exotic or anything like that. You walk in and immediately see a massive pass-through chimney and fireplace on your right, as well as lost my place here. Okay, cool. So, warm wood floors that go slightly underfoot, indicating that there's a crawl space or a root cellar or something below, likely. Shalla would definitely pick up on that with her Jesus-like passive perception. Stuffed leather-wrapped chairs and a couch dominate the space, with tropical plants scattered about for decoration. A tome sits open on the coffee table at the center of the room, and a candle nearby for supplemental light. The walls are adorned with hanging strings of bead, bundles of dried herbs, and little, like, drawings on parchment and things like that tacked to it. There are shelves running along the, like, top boards of the walls, like right below, like for decoration, like right below the ceiling, filled with jars, filled with knickknacks from like sand. There's several of them that are just sand. Several of them have dirt. Several of them have little chunks of coral in them. Just all kinds of little knickknacks and bric-a-brac up there. And
I feel like you're describing my house.
What's that?
I feel like you're describing my house.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's jars with things in them.
Yeah. I remember your cologne bottle collection. Sitting on the couch is an older lady. She's diminutive, maybe not even barely 5 foot tall if she's that. Old, but smiling. Got a mass of gray hair in the laziest bun you've probably ever seen, sitting atop a face that's worn by time. She's got small wire spectacles that shield eyes hidden beneath drooping skin from age and gravity. Her clothing is normal for what you've seen from the Islanders, with little pockets of odd here and there. Her robes, just simple linen fabrics, dyed brown and red, faded from the sun. Beads, necklaces, bracelets, belts, jewelry everywhere, made from shells or stone, bound with thin strips of leather or twine.
Yeah, as we sit down, I'll take off my hat and say, thank you all for being so inviting. I'm Vargo. Bow my hand to her.
She'll hold her hand out as well. It's kind of knotty from, like, arthritis and just years, but she takes it in a soft grip, shakes your hand. I'm pleased to have visitors here. I didn't know that we were having so many, but you're more than welcome. And then, as she's shaking your hand, she sees Finn stepping up behind the rest at the doorway. She looks up at him and wags a finger at him and says, "Finn, what are you doing back here? You're not supposed to be here." I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean nothing by it. It's just helping these folks out. And she wags her finger at him again. She says, "You get out of here. You scat now. You get out, or I'll take your toes again." Okay. And he just starts walking back to this Jimmy, his donkey or mule. He doesn't know what it is. It's just his animal.
Took its toes, huh?
Yeah, I gave him back. He's a good boy. So
I've had a terrible hangnail. Can you do anything about that?
Again, you won't like it.
Well, then I shall wait to see the next medical practitioner that I find. Thank you.
I was just gonna say, we can pull it out.
Oh no,
Well, I don't know what you're
I
gonna do
usually
after
only
that.
have my.
Shalla will pull out a thin, very sharp knife and just hand it to him.
Ah, thank you. I shall excuse myself and move away so no one has to watch.
Appreciate it.
The old lady's eyes kind of
I
wander
go
from...
into the kitchen.
That's fair. The old lady's eyes wander around the group of you and resting on your clothing and Vargo, your interesting skin tone, and resting finally on you, Scylla. My, you are an interesting group, eh? Are you, I'm guessing not from around here?
We are visitors to your fair island.
Well,
We've had a
From
ship
across
from
the
the
bay.
Boralians arrive who are somewhat to the north and west of us.
yeah, they're up there.
They've brought some interesting people, but so far they are kind. So
I will remember where I'm from the moment I get to my messages here.
Well, it's not my island, though, but thank you. So you'll be staying with us?
just
For
for
the
a
night.
night or two while we try to figure out what happened to Kaula.
What happened to Kaula? My.
Some things possessed him.
It possessed?
Yeah, we encountered another village that had entirely been possessed, and then found Kala after that.
Possessed, you
Shalla,
say?
here's your knife back. Thank you.
That was what Finn was here for. He helped us bring him back.
Oh, my. And she looks up now that she's done gawking at you guys and sees... God, I've already forgotten their names. Nick and Cole at the doorway with Kaula, and she looks at him and she kind of pushes herself up on her little frail knees and hips and hobbles over to him. Takes his face in both of her hands. He's fighting against her, but they're holding him pretty good. You guys want to make me a perception check, though, real quick?
Can do.
How the fuck did I do that?
What
As
did
we're
you...
kind of breaking character here, I was taking kind of a look around the house. Would I have seen anything that I would have needed to see since I broke myself off from the party?
Okay, we'll just tuck that in with this perception check. If you want
10-4.
to make me one more, actually.
10-4.
Yeah, that'll work.
Just trying to find it. There it is.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay, so the first one was a 6.
Okay. Not too bad. Cool.
I got one coming. 6 again.
So, Scylla, Vargo, and Shalla, you definitely notice. Interesting thing. It doesn't really mean anything. Just a cool little weird thing. As she stands up and moves across the room, you can tell that her little robes that go around her like a cloak almost. Just an odd assortment of bird feathers. Just different types of birds from the island. Kind of all knitted and weaved together to make a little cloak. And Corvin, as you walked around the pad a little bit, nothing out of the ordinary. A really simple home. Yeah, some foodstuffs that have been stored around. I think you probably passed by the large kind of barrel that looks like it holds some type of liquid in the main hallway, and then a simple dining table with like a little paper lantern that hadn't been lit at the center of it.
Forget I accidentally turned into the kitchen too, so I might have missed something in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. If you went into the kitchen, it's just kind of a narrow, cramped space for preparing food. They've got some clean dishes in there, things like that. A couple knives for preparing food, and a bunch of stored goods.
Looking around this house, I'm thinking to myself, so this is how the lesser half lives. Continue.
Cool. So she's got both of her hands around Kalla's face. 1 second.
I surreptitiously peek at her grimoire while she's doing that.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Give me a give me an investigation check, Fargo. But she looks into his black, inky eyes. And goes, meh, I don't know. I've never seen this before. This is different. And then she kind of like wags a hand at him and walks back over here. Vargo with a 10. It's gonna be in a language that you're not familiar with. But it's just words. It doesn't look like diagrams or like spell formulas or runes or anything like that. Nothing to indicate that it's got any power to it that you're aware of.
Okay.
And she sits back down and she says, well, my boys will take care of him. They're strong lads, and that rope is strong stuff too. Would it be too much to ask if, in exchange for our shelter and water, if you could chop some firewood possibly for dinner to help us out?
Not at all.
I can do that.
Okay.
Do you have a room isolated?
We don't have
no
any...
windows, no way of escaping.
No, we really don't. Nothing, all of our rooms have purpose.
We need to find a safe place where we can put him, because we do not know how this is transmitted yet. He could be infecting you without us knowing, so we need to keep him isolated, and we need to keep a close eye on him.
Yeah, that's okay. We can keep him. We can keep him in my room. We can... And as she says that, like a weird, silent, nonverbal command, they start heading that way immediately, pushing past a lot of you guys and carrying him into this room where they will deposit him on the chair there before they come back out.
I whisper to Shalla, since I'm right next to her, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I whisper, rude. They shoved right past us. Most people who aren't trying to hide something don't usually rush to keep a secret. Or don't usually rush to...
They aren't keeping any secrets.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I go outside to
Sure.
chop firewood, and I'm just gonna assume it's over this way, outside.
As soon as you head out, Nick's gonna tromp off right behind you and catch up with you. He's like, I'll show you where we're going here in just a few.
Yeah, I'll go too.
And meanwhile, Ellen, the girl that you had initially spoke to, after talking to the young kid that didn't know nothing, she toddles off to go take care of Kalla. So Nick will gather up and he'll we've got firewood at the far end of the orchard. It's not too far, and it's also coincidentally the same direction off that Kalla would go hunting normally. So, we can maybe kill two birds with one stone on that. You got time to kick back and I mean, it's not going to take us too long if you guys have any injuries need tended to or anything like that.
Long rest on here. I'm just trying to remember how.
Well, we're not long resting quite yet, sir. Long rest requires 8 hours uninterrupted.
I thought we were staying the night here.
Oh, we are, but we just haven't got there yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, long rest comes at the tail end of it, just in case any weird stuff happens at night, like, you know, I decide to burn the house down. Why would I do that?
Told them to keep an eye on him.
Oh, it's not him, it's me, the GM God.
Do what?
I said it wasn't him, it was me, the GM God. Alright. Cool. But yeah, whenever y'all are ready, we'll just let me know and we'll head off. I'll show you the best woods for cutting down. We don't want to cut down any of our palm trees. They're
Yeah, you gotta have shade around the house.
Yeah. Alright, lead the way. And I just kind of heft my axe over my shoulder.
I'll go along if they're going to be showing where he may have walked on his trip.
I shall stay here and rest.
Do you have any extra axes? I don't have an axe.
Oh, yeah, no problem. He'll run down across the road to his house and grab just a normal woodcutter's axe and come up here and hand it over to you.
Wonderful. Alright,
Yeah.
let's, I think we're ready.
Cool. And then Jasper and Toros are gonna hang out here. God, it's great when you build in reasons for people to not go. Cool. And Corvin, you're gonna stay behind, you said?
Trust this. I am staying behind and keeping an eye on him.
Oh, that's fair. Totally fair. Alrighty, let me move us over here. Gonna go ahead and say that there's a don't be a metagaming pigeon. What do we got here? Da-da-da-da. So it's just you three and him. Cool.
Which is the one that's taken us, Nick?
I think so. It's gonna be Nick.
Okay.
Because he's the one token I just drug out. Because I'm prepared. Although normally, you know.
Oh,
But he leads you guys off for a ways. It's probably a good 30-minute walk across the orchards. It's not a small distance. They've got quite a little farmstead here. He's brought behind him it's kind of like a sled, piece of rope that goes around his chest that he walks with, and it's got two runners that kind of glide across the grass and the fallen leaves and whatnot, with kind of like a little platform, and probably to surmise it's probably for carrying the wood back over the distance.
got it.
Yeah, but he's heading off in a this way direction. If you want to give me a perception or survival check, any one of you guys, you're all welcome to.
Okay. I can do
Holy cow.
that. Nice.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow times 8.
Wait, did everyone else get high ones too?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, I had the lowest for the dirty 20.
Nice.
Pathetic.
Right. We see all.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. You do see all. You see a beautiful coconut orchard, just trees everywhere that all seem to be ripe with the nuts of cocoa. The grass is pretty low and like kind of maintained. A little bit better than a lot of places on the island that are like for farming and whatnot. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, it's like kind of like it's got some curb appeal to it. There's some birds calling and flying about, and other than that, it's just the sound of your foot beats and the sound of his sled dragging through the grass, but nothing at all out of the ordinary.
As we walk, I'm going to comment on how nice the area is and ask Shalla how someone gains a claim to land on this island.
A lot of times there's groups of families that live together. Sometimes they leave and kind of carve out a place of their own in a area that seems promising for farming or has a large gathering of coconut trees for gathering those, or a large flat area for taking care of any of the, what would I call them? The small animals we raise.
Interesting. So is there...
Livestock?
There's no formal demarcation or anything, just kind of if no one's using the area, you can use it?
The polite thing to do would be to ask those around if they don't mind, but if you can find a place that's pretty out away from other villages, there's not a chance anyone's going to mind you going there. If you really, really want to be formal, you can go to the elder of the island and ask, and they can gather other local elders and find out a place that may be suitable, but some people just kind of set out on their own and make their own little claim.
What an interesting place.
It's very peaceful. You don't have a lot of conflict, except for, whenever...
The West
Things
discovers capitalism.
Oh, God. No, we don't want your capitalism. We want living.
But you don't have a gift shop. Or a Starbucks. Like, come on. What even is you?
Do we know what the people on the ships just were bringing, like, supplies and metal and stuff to trade? Or do we know if they had, like, specific things they'd prepared?
So on your end, the Onstrians, they are kind of just exploring. Like, so, when your ship set off, they stopped for like a resupply at Perigee Point and met with some islanders that had come further west, and after speaking with them, they granted you all passage through the islands to trade and see what was going on. So you guys really weren't on necessarily a trading venture, but the nature of Onstrian vessels being that food and water can be created easily, they've got a lot of indigenous goods that may be interested as trade, like crop-wise and stuff like that, seed plants that don't grow on these islands.
Yeah, invasive species.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got kudzu, we got bamboo. What else do you want?
Some Himalayan blackberries.
Oh
At
yeah,
least you can eat the berries.
and we brought the white man's wrath. But yeah,
Right.
it's probably like with your all's long rest. It's probably or short rest. I'm sorry. It's probably 3, 4 in the afternoon right now. The sun's up at an angle still. It's pointing a light, and I'd say as you guys approach this middle row of trees, with your all's perception being jacked like it is, Shalla and Fargo and Scylla, you all notice almost identically at the same time a large crack in the ground. A fissure opened up. You can see dirt that's pushed to the sides as the ground is split and opened. But it does not look like the last fissure you encountered. There's not that inky blackness, there's not that emptiness, that hollow feeling, that oppressive weight on your mind. That
Well, that's nice.
it feels the same, but it's different. Yeah, it's
I'll look to Nick and be like, "What is this? Have you seen this before?"
I have not.
Don't go too close. This is kind of what we were looking for, except with black smoke coming out of it.
What do you mean don't
Yeah.
go too close, he says as he walks too close to it. Yeah, I've never seen this before. He gets right up to the edge of it and kicks his boot at it.
Doesn't appear to be having any ill effects, though.
No, it appears to be solid.
I'll rush up next to him and peer over the edge.
Same.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to roll some clickety-clacks, we can do investigation or arcana.
I've actually got some Arcana to me. Holy shit.
Which one did you say? Arcana or what?
Investigation.
Investigation. Mine are gonna be this.
Aw, she tried.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're trying to investigate this thing from like 20 feet back, so...
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to get a little bit closer.
She's found a magnifying glass looking at it from 20 feet away, and it's upside down, and she doesn't know why.
You got the binoculars backwards.
It's one of those reverse black holes I've heard so much about.
All right, so, Silly, you got you look at it, you kind of bend down to one knee and touch it, and it's cool to your touch. Oh, maybe cooler than the ambient temperature, even just a little bit, not by much, but just a little bit. And as you sort of run your fingers along, it's black and dull. It's like it's matte, like got a matte color to it. Like it's light doesn't penetrate it; it kind of bounces off of it. But at the same time, there's a little bit of a crack to it on the top of it, just like where it's unfinished and it's less exposed, I guess. Like something had hit it. It looked like,
Okay.
and it's a little bit deeper on those kind of broken off facets, a little bit more lustrous, but there's distinctive lines of gold running through it. Not much, but just enough. Like it looks like almost like kintsugi a little bit like that, a little bit like marble, kind of almost. And then Vargo, as you kneel down to touch it as well, you get a feeling in your mind. Now, your Vargo's trainings have went a little bit differently than a lot of people in Austria, but it's kind of hard to escape picking up a little magical knowledge here and there. And,
yeah, I got first level spells.
Exactly. You were trained by mages, man. So it's... There's a shadow to this that is familiar, but different to the... with the 19, it's like almost... You can't explain why or how, but it's almost like this was one of those fissures, like you sealed off. But something else sealed it off instead. And that what you're looking at is the shoring up of that fissure.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell them what I've surmised. It seems like this used to be one of those dark energy places, but something has already stopped it up. Hopefully this isn't the one that affected him, because then we'd have a new issue without orcs on our hands.
Maybe we should... Yeah, maybe we should tell Gran about this. I don't know. She knows weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chide him a little bit. If this had been an active one, you would have died by the time you got that close. So when we say to stay back, next time you should probably do it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
These things are dangerous.
They just look like a big patch of... What it looks like is almost looks like some of the... if you go digging around and you find some of the old lava tubes around, like it kind of looks like some of the black glass you see in there. But I ain't never seen one with the stripes in it.
Interesting. Well, I say we report back.
Well, let's go grab us some wood first real quick while we're out here. It ain't too far.
Can we, before we leave, can we tell what the weird other color is? Is it at all? Sorry. Like some sort of mineral or something, or...
I'll say on a 19, you're, from your time in the city of Austria, you know that in the river south of town, they found deposits of a precious yellow metal that was soft and malleable, they called gold, and this looks very similar to that. And you know from your experience that gold has become a currency in Austria. It doesn't look like from what you can surmise, this is a good 15-foot across piece, and from the striations that you can see, it doesn't look like there's a terrible amount of gold value in the rock, in the glass itself. It's not a terrible amount of it. It's kind of more like veins of it running through. But I mean, it is gold nonetheless. So there is.
Yeah, I'll turn to Shalla. Hey, you know that thing that Corvin keeps giving to people? That money? We explained that, right?
Yes.
This is... The yellow stuff looks like what we make that out of, so I wouldn't tell any outsiders that this was here. You're gonna get a lot of, like, mining operations and stuff on your hand if that's the case.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Shalla, can you roll me a history check?
History. Show. I'm not doing good rolls tonight.
It's cool. We're talking personal history here, so this is just your own recollection. So, I mean, the only one here to blame is yourself. You've been around the island your whole life, and people have made jewelry with volcanic glass before. To your knowledge, you've never seen any on the island that had any type of contaminant worked into the glass itself. Either artificial or otherwise. It's not like a design fad that went through or anything.
Yeah. So this is totally new.
At least to your knowledge. But you're kind of fuzzy, you know, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
But just within sight, actually, is the edge of the orchard. And it's a stark demarcation between the kind of manicured orchard and the underbrush and canopy of the jungle proper. You can see several stumps that they've clearly had been working on this area, cutting trees for timber construction and for fire. So he pulls his sled along and finds a good tree, and Scylla and Vargo, you both have axes right now. Vargo, if you just want to roll like a battle axe stat, let me just throw you one of those real quick. Just
Bet I chop more wood than you.
Sounds like a wager.
You probably will. He'll size up her extremely wide shoulders.
Big dragon lady.
Let's drop that in there. Did that work?
Hit my wife flush.
It's more scales than I can handle.
Well, that's because I'm on the wrong thing.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I got a battle axe.
Cool. Alright. So, if you guys want to post up on a tree each, give me an attack roll, each of y'all, as we destroy Mother Nature.
Do it.
There's a point to this destruction.
Damn it.
Called being cozy at night.
Nope, that wasn't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting warmed up. I'm gonna...
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about myself.
Heck yeah. Damage is superfluous at this point, so, yeah, say Scylla, you give it a good chop, but Vargo seems to just get a little bit better piece of the action. Maybe his tree's just a little bit more dead. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
the small
cast
one.
bless on myself.
Hell yeah.
Optionally, you could also cast it on me.
She could, but she...
I don't think you need it. I think you're doing good on your own.
But yeah, so you guys get a better grip on your weapons. Let's do it again.
There we
Oh,
go.
shit.
Oh,
What? What are the odds that you both nat 20? Holy cow. Holy cow.
I think you're missing the bless on that, too.
Hell yeah.
Ridiculously
no,
high.
no, I got the blessed, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No?
it does it automatically. That's crazy that it does that, I think.
Oh,
Wait,
cool.
maybe not. I don't know.
I don't see one. Because there should be proficiency and strength there, right?
Gotcha. Well,
But holy cow, you guys rear back and chop your trees both straight through. Nick looks over and he's just freaked out a little bit. He's like, what the crap?
Like pulling a tablecloth off under the silverware, the top of the tree just falls down on top
He's
of the
just
other
like-
tree.
great.
Jaw down and until the trees hit with a thud and birds kind of scatter. Holy cow. Yeah, you guys want to make me, we'll say, 2 more attack rolls each as we chop these up into more manageable sections to get back. And,
He's starting to get a little tired.
He's starting to get a little tired.
Slowing down already.
Scylla, what you got?
We're about to find out. Woohoo! That was almost a 1. And yeah, I'm not seeing the bless on that. Oh, because I didn't mark myself as a target for it. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha.
So all I did was blow a spell slot, so we're going to roll a d4 on that.
Yeah, go for it. Hey, 15.
That comes out to a 15.
Nice. Give me that second one.
Okay, give me a second. And there we go. Oh, not good.
But I'll say, though, you know, with a 15, we get through a lot of it, though. It takes you a little bit longer to get, because you're getting tired, too, you know.
Yeah.
You're a big,
It's been a
strong
long day. I've hit a lot of things.
Big, strong dragon lady, but big, strong dragon ladies get tired, too. But you guys get it all done, and then we'll go ahead and just get these loaded up. If you guys just want to make me a strength check, just, Shalla, you're more than welcome to get in on the action, too.
Yeah.
As we load up some of these.
Straight drink.
Yeah.
Raw.
Boom. Not 20.
Hell yeah. Good lord. Get those
Yeah, and while
rolls
we're
out.
chopping the trees, I just hoist both trees up onto my shoulders.
Get those rolls out of the way before we get into a combat. Yeah, that's what we need to do.
I'll
Right.
pull the rickshaw thing back, don't worry.
Yeah,
You
cool.
can't roll 20s in combat.
Between your all's rolls, we'll average them out as solid all the way. So you guys get him loaded up, and you're able to even help him pull the sled back. So we make it back to town right around dusk. Do you guys want to make me a perception check as we get back into town? We're over this way.
Nat 20.
Holy cow,
Should
Scylla.
I do this? Or
I
have
see
they not caught up
all.
with it yet?
Corvin, you can make it a disadvantage if you'd like.
And I'll just sit out.
Oh,
I
you're-
can't find my character, and so I don't even more about it. Go ahead.
Okay, no worries, man. I can roll it real quick for you if you'd like.
Please.
Yeah, just to get in on the action here. How do I want to? This is the button I want. Hey, I mean, shoot, it ain't bad all the way around. It'll probably be good enough. Let me get this Yahoo a little closer to you guys. As you guys get really close to back to town, we'll call it, you start to feel more than hear impact on the ground beneath you, and then an impact, and then an impact, and then an impact, and then an impact, and then we're going to take a real quick break. as you guys are approaching the small little enclave of residences, you feel this tromping on the ground coming up behind you faster and faster. It's a ways back at this point, but it's definitely coming in your all's direction. You guys have a little bit of time to position yourself if you would like.
You want to bring my character on?
You're right there.
Yeah, you're in the house over here.
I'm still looking at the coconut fields. Okay, there we go.
Oh, yeah, if you click at the top, you can...
Gotcha.
There we go. But yeah, if you guys want to, like, keep it to what you could do in a turn, but I'll give you guys a free action before we...
Alright, so yeah, I'm refreshing my browser here, but is my bless still up, or we?
It can be up still, that's okay.
Yeah.
Just not heavy, And Corvin, if you want to hang back there, we're not going to go completely nuts with movement yet. Just kind of like a little prep round.
4?
Probably split up from the rest and whirl around, readying an action to attack it if it looks like it's hostile, which, I don't know, something gigantic sounds pretty
Well,
threatening.
browser's refreshing, so I'm pulling up here.
Oh, no, you're cool, dude. Take your time.
There. Yeah, I was gonna get my short axe and shield up.
Cool.
But yeah, can I toss the battle axe at the local's feet before I run away?
Oh, sure, absolutely. He'll pick that up, and he's
And I'm
Here, you
gonna
might need
knocking an
this.
arrow.
he's gonna pick it up, and then he's gonna scoot over into this corner here. Shalla, are you
Get
good there
arrow.
where you're at?
I'm considering casting a spell on myself.
Heck yeah, go for it.
I'm just trying to figure out which one I want.
The cool one. Cast ceremony and marry somebody.
Right.
Such a weird spell to have.
Do you see that meme about how divorces are illegal in D&D for balance reasons?
Are legal or illegal?
Illegal.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability Bear's Endurance, so I get advantage on con checks and 2d6 temporary hit points.
Cool,
Hell
go
yeah.
for it. Yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Alright. Anything else you wanted to do, Scylla? Sorry.
Trying to think. Yeah, magic weapon.
Cool,
Cast
go
that.
for it. Go for it. I love that spell. It doesn't get a lot of use, but man, it comes in handy when it comes in handy. As you guys are getting ready, this tromping doesn't stop. It just keeps coming until in sight you see a tree running towards you. It's an odd tree. It's like it's an island oak like what you chopped down earlier. This one has one of its roots that it's kind of walking on. It's kind of formed its roots into be a bipedal situation. One of its roots that it's walking on is graying and blackened, kind of like the vegetation you'd seen outside of the previous village you were in. The rest of the tree, however, is vibrant and with like buds blossoming forth, and the leaves look like the healthiest leaves you've ever seen on a tree. And you can almost see that like vitality pushing its way into that once withered root as it charges at you, letting out a screech that you honestly didn't think a tree could make. And we shall, let me get everybody selected here, be rolling initiative in just a second.
Do my held action.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I was just holding an action to attack when it ran up to us.
Okay, cool.
After moving.
I missed that, but that's not a problem at all. We can definitely do that.
Sorry.
No, you're good, dude. Let me get everybody added to initiative here. Tree. Yeah, go ahead though, Vargo. A 17 will hit.
That was initiative. It's a 14.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
your
I'm-
initiative. Holy shit.
Rolling mine as well.
14 will miss.
Okay.
Good shot, good try. We like getting damage out.
Similar.
Exactly. So, the tree is up first. The tree is going to, the tree's gonna run at you, Shalla. And slam down a giant tree trunk hand on you.
Ooh.
Okay.
That will be... Oh gosh, I don't know why it did that way. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 16 damage.
Ooh.
Damn.
But that is his turn. So that brings us to Vargo. You're up again.
Alright, I'm gonna move. Where can I go? Right there. And give it another. Well, I'll Hunter's Mark it and then give it a crossbow shot.
Go for it. Well, let's see if I can find a marker for Hunter's
Alright.
Mark.
Crit.
Oh yeah, crit definitely hit. So that we're doing brutal critical, so that's gonna be you roll it normal, and then we're gonna add the maximum on top of that.
So I'm also gonna make that a menacing attack
Oh hell
and
yeah!
add another D6 and do a Wisdom save DC 14 or frightened.
Okay. All right.
Let me figure out how to roll this damage.
Yeah, it might be a little complicated the first go. But you can just roll it normally, and then so it'll be... that's an 11 on his saving throw, too. I bet he failed.
Plus 1d6. So just hit critical hit on here?
Normal and then
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, Sprinkle will roll it twice.
That works, though. That works for right now.
Okay.
I'll try and make up an actual,
Like a-
critical module thing for this. I know there's a way to do it. But, hey, 22 is good stuff. And so that's your attack and your bonus action. Anything else you want to do, Vargo?
Is it frightened?
It is frightened.
Okay, I'm gonna shout at Shalla and... You're Druid, right? Is this something that can be saved? And then I'll do my good old Gloomstalker second attack.
Heck yeah. Gloomstalker.
Wow, another crit.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Dude, you and
Yo.
Scylla both have been like crazy tonight.
Right?
Alright, so 16 plus plus maximum, you said?
Yes.
So 36.
All right. Heck yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, that should have another D8 on top of it actually.
Okay, roll me a
Gloomstalker.
D8, just a loose D8, and we'll add it on.
So 9 more.
Cool. Man, I don't know how that math just happened, but that's crazy. My calculator just went into the mirror dimension. Okay, cool. That is 2 deep hits into this thing. It bats an arm at you and screeches its tree screech at you before locking its gaze back on Shalla.
I'm done after that.
Cool. Corvin, you are up, sir.
I shot over to the party. We did not expect you to bring the wood back still alive. Aren't you supposed to cut these things? Then I move in closer. Alright, meow. And I am going to go ahead and do a... I'm going to use one of my arcane shots, and we are going to do the grasping arrow.
Go for it.
Right.
So remember, you're going to want to make the longbow attack first, and then it'll we'll add the other stuff on there.
Gotcha. Trying to remember how to do this. Bow, there we go. Attack.
Heck yeah, 22 is definitely going to hit. Let's get that damage, and then we will...
6 damage from the arrow.
Cool. And then that's another
Then
2d6.
grasping arrow. Another 10 damage, and if it moves, it gets another... what is it? D6 damage, I believe. Let me double check. And it takes 2 D6 slashing damage for the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more. So that is a continuous effect.
Heck yeah. Sweet. Alrighty.
And then I am going to take my... Oh no, I'm not level 5 yet. And that should... Oh. That should just about do it for me.
Alrighty. That brings us
I
to...
yell over to the rest of the party. I go, I've at least slowed it down. Do your best.
Heck yeah. That brings us to Big Strong Dragon Lady. Go.
Alright. So you're gonna get to the side. I can not get to flanking position. Alright, so I'm just gonna run up. And I'm gonna turn this thing to firewood.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see. Actions, box. Oh, come on. I had it set up to do this quickly. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna miss with that. It's gonna be a 7.
That's what you get for making 2 natural 20s chopping wood, brah.
Right.
Cool.
It's got to even out.
Anything for
I
a
was
bonus
excited
action?
for a fight. It was a little wild.
Anything for a bonus action from Scylla?
Nothing. I'm good.
Alrighty. That brings us to Gran Anna, and she's going to poke her head out the door, see a tree, bat her hand at it, and go, yeah, the island's getting all crazy today, and go back inside. And that
Thanks,
brings
Grandma.
her turn to the end. That brings us to Shalla with a big tree in your face.
Why are you getting
I'm
thunder
going...
lock of the door?
I'm gonna hit it with my Nika'wranu, but I'm gonna try to aim it towards the part that looks to be dying.
Okay, cool. Go
See if I
ahead.
can't pop that off. Holy shit.
Holy shit. It's right.
Poor tree.
So that'll be my D8 plus 3 plus 8 with the max. Or the brutal.
It'll be so roll your your normal damage is what? Your D8 plus your
Yeah, D8 plus 3. So that was a 7.
so roll it normal, and then
Okay.
so it'll be 7 plus 7 plus 11, so that'll be 18 points of damage.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
And I aim it towards that spot that's dying to try to chop it off.
Okay, do you want to roll to... Okay, never mind, that worked. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. Anything you want to do for bonus action, ma'am?
No. That's about all I can do.
Oh, you want to make me a con save real quick? I forgot that after you got hit, you should have advantage on that con save, though, to maintain concentration. Or is enhance ability not a concentration spell? I don't remember.
Oh! I don't know. Let me check.
I think it is.
Bonuses from that tree being frightened right now?
There's definite benefits to it being frightened, but nothing that comes into play.
Oh, yeah. A concentration up for 1 hour.
Cool, so yeah, just give me a concentration check at advantage, and we'll see what we get.
No, I didn't do that.
16 will do it. Your concentration remains.
Woo.
Alrighty. Will that bring it for you, ma'am?
Yeah.
Alrighty, that brings us to the tree again. The tree is going to attack Scylla with a slam.
Bring it.
Scylla, that will be 21 to hit.
21 is going to hit.
21.
Is that disadvantage?
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. Let me roll that one more time.
Ooh.
Good looking out, man. That's a 16 to hit.
16 will not.
Okay, 16 misses. All right. Good looking out, Vargo. That brings the tree's turn to a close. Vargo, you are up.
It gets a save at the end of its turn, I believe. Or it might just be for 1 turn. I think it's for 1 turn.
Did
Just
it
double
not
check
move at all?
It did not move at all. No, it was in melee with
Dang.
2 people.
Okay, until the end of your next turn.
Gotcha. So
I
that
take
will
that
be...
back. I'm going to shout out and say to aim for the dead part. Maybe we can save it.
That would be...
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll switch to.
yeah,
I'll try a walloping arrow. See if it's resistant to that at all.
Yeah, go for it. He's still afraid.
I assume that'll miss. The
10 will
14 did.
miss, yeah.
Then can I put away this crossbow with my item action?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I am unarmed. Go ahead.
Cool. That bring your turn to a close, Vargo?
Yeah.
Cool. Corvin, that brings us to you, sir, with Scylla on deck.
Take a post right... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go right here. Kind of level, kind of sturdy myself. And then we are going to do... Bursting Arrow. Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If I'm correct, Bursting Arrow says that it does damage. It does not do it in a cone shape, correct? After the arrow hits, all other creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage. So right now, my party would be in the way and would definitely take damage from that, correct?
Yes, they
If
would.
you hit like way in the top corner.
You could do that. You could aim for 10 feet away from it in hopes to just
Like where
get...
that...
Well, I mean, it's also very tall, isn't it? You could also shoot the top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's
Okay.
15 by 15.
Yeah, that is very valid points. That is a... but you can also, the feature with your arcane shots is that you can decide to use those after you've hit, regardless. So if you want to roll your crossbow or your bow attack first, and we'll see.
Okay, I was just curious on that, like, if it would be possible.
Yeah, there's always
So I'm
options.
going to aim for its head.
Yeah,
I'm
go for
going
it.
to say, you all are taking too long. Why are you aiming for its feet when obviously its head will do the most damage? And I'm going to go ahead and aim, 15 feet up in the air. take my longbow shot.
Go for it.
I'm going to aim at its head, however high up it is.
Cool.
At an 11, will that hit?
11 will miss, though.
Okay.
So it'll soar over its head through its branches, but it doesn't find purchase. But
Then I am going to go ahead and use my action surge.
cool, hell yeah.
And say, that was a distraction shot. Do you see how it looked somewhat upwards? And I'm going to take my next shot now, aiming at its head. And I will...
Oof, unfortunately, that will miss as well. But
If I didn't have to stop and explain everything to all of you, maybe I would have more time to concentrate. And I tuck my tail in between my legs, throw my bow on the ground, and have a little bit of a tantrum. And I end my turn.
fair. All right, Scylla, that brings us to you.
All right. I am going to spin around as I go for what would be its lower bits as I get a flanking position.
Heck yeah.
And we are going to roll with advantage. Woo! 22.
22 hits
Nice.
all day, every day.
Right. And now that is damage. It's gonna be 8 damage right to the dead parts.
Cool. That works. All right. Comes back to Gran Anna, and she's gonna pass her turn. Shalla, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna again aim for the dead part with my Nika'wranu.
Cool.
And I'm gonna miss.
It's a good try, though. It's a good try. Anything you want to do for bonus action?
No.
Alrighty.
Well, no, I'll just stay where I am.
Okie dokie. And that brings us to the big giant tree. The big giant tree. We are gonna look at something real quick.
I'm going to jump to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All good, man. Cool. So it is going to move right here, keeping Shalla and Scylla in melee combat, and it's also going to take a little bit of damage from the grasping arrow. That's going to be another 2d6. Come on now, roll for me, please. Sorry, guys. It's being goofball with me. There we go. It takes 6 damage from the grasping arrow as it moves, and it is going to try to make a slam attack against you, Vargo.
Alright, get 16 AC.
16 AC. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, it's gonna hit. It's going to do 13 damage to you, sir. That'll be its turn. That brings us to Vargo.
Alright, I guess I will whip the hand crossbow off my hip and then
Hang
Hunter's Mark it again.
Hang on 1 second, actually, real quick. I just want to make sure of something. Yeah, I didn't roll at a disadvantage, but that still hits. Okay, cool.
Okay. Hunter's Mark it again and then take 2 hand crossbow shots at it.
Go for it.
18, 15?
18 will hit, 15 will miss. Just miss.
Okay. Uh, 13.
13 will do some damage to it. Oh gosh, I just messed up my calculator.
Do I dare try to step away? I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay, cool. It is starting to look pretty rough, but it's still standing. It's still got some...
aiming for the infection every time, of course.
Yeah, for sure. Corvin, are you back yet, sir?
Sure.
Alrighty, you're up, man. Scylla, you're on deck.
Alrighty. Now, as I'm going to look at everyone and go, you all were too busy to see those last shots, weren't you? Yes, of course you were. I am going to try this yet again. I mean, for the first time. I'm going to aim for the gentleman's head. See what we can do.
Oof.
My bowstring snaps, shooting me in the foot with an arrow.
What?
Oof, no, not quite. On a -1 with a ranged attack, it's actually going to hit one of your allies.
No.
So that'll...
I don't want to hear you say a word about this tomorrow.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Yep.
So...
There's a guy in our group I call the blind gunman because he hit me in the back of the head one time, like day one.
So he's gonna hit Shalla real quick.
Be Shalla. I'm sorry, dude, but why wouldn't it be Vargo?
I think it's just a roll.
It's just a
To
roll.
decide.
Just a luck of the draw.
Gotcha.
Hey, not for very much though. Shalla takes 4 damage.
Cool.
Can we at least... The tree swiped it out of the air as it was coming, and it went down and hit her, so I don't look so bad.
Yeah, probably not. But they're focused on the tree. I don't even know if she... I mean, she felt it.
Noticed yourself getting hit with an arrow?
She definitely noticed that. But she doesn't know the circumstances of it, you know.
I yell out very sheepishly, "It's got a bow! Watch out, it's firing arrows also that look suspiciously a lot like mine." And then I pass.
Cool. Scylla brings it to you, ma'am.
Right. I am going to give another big ol' axe hit.
Go for it.
With advantage.
Absolutely.
Oh,
21 will hit, definitely.
Big ol' hit.
Heck yeah. 4
Not so
damage.
much. There's still some.
It is still some.
damage is
Dang.
All right. Anything else for you, Scylla?
No, I'm good.
All right. Shalla, it looks down at you as it is your turn. Your turn now. How about that? Let me word.
words, ma'am.
Or they
Ooh.
be.
I don't think I'm gonna hit that.
Uh-oh, no, not quite.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Anything for bonus action for you, ma'am?
Nope.
All right. Tree's turn.
Real quick, you're keeping track of our health as well, correct?
No, that's on you guys.
Okay. No, I wasn't sure if you were or not.
Gotcha. Scylla, it's gonna swing an arm around wide towards you. This will be a disadvantage, so it'll be 19 to hit.
Ooh, 19 hits me.
Gaiking hits for a little bit of damage. Not too much. 16 damage to you, Scylla.
Ooh, plonks me on the head.
Yeah, trees are big, trees are bad. That brings Tree's turn to a close. That comes up to Vargo now.
Gonna whirl around and then realize that Corvin's the only one back there with a bow and shout, "Remind me, who are your references again? Keep it under control, man."
I told you the tree has a bow. It wasn't me.
My passive perception's a little high to be fooled by that.
Believe
no,
what you want, my friend. It is your
I'll
turn.
shoot at this thing some more.
Yeah, shoot at it. Oh, shit.
27, I assume, hits.
Definitely does.
Right here.
Definitely hits.
Alright, 9 more.
9 more damage, alright. We're getting there, we're working them down.
How bad did Shalla or Scylla look? They've each been hit once, right?
Shalla's been hit by one.
Times, but I have bonus hit points, so I'm not
It's
too
also
bad.
friendly fire. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens, buddy.
And luckily it was minimum damage, pretty much.
I think Scylla's taken a couple good hits, though.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm still
I'll
up,
say-
though.
Yeah, I'll second wind myself.
Cool. Alrighty. Anything else for you, Vargo?
No.
Alrighty, Corvin brings it up to you, buddy.
Ready? Give me just a second. Should have used my luck dice whenever I rolled that 1. Alright, I'm going to take a shot again at him.
Go for it. Hey, that'll do it, though.
There we go. Dirty 20.
Yeah, go for it, man.
And then with the damage, that is going to be a good 10 piercing.
10 piercing.
Then I'm going to use my last arcane shot to do a bursting arrow.
Heck yeah, roll me a 2d6.
And of course, I aimed at his head. An additional 4 damage.
Nice. Cool.
Trying to knock him prone. That's what I'm doing.
Man,
Yeah, that's it.
he buckles hard under that hit and that blast of arcane energy. He buckles hard and lets out a scream, but he's still holding on. He's still up.
And his screams suspiciously sound like I am Groot.
It does not. It's weird enough, but it does still sound like Vin Diesel, if that matters.
Okay, that helps.
Family.
Have we tried talking to it about family yet?
I tried talking to it about nothing. That brings us to
All right.
Scylla. You're up, man.
All right. Put my character sheet back up, and same standard as always. Hit with that axe.
23 hits. Roll some damage.
That's 8 damage with an axe.
8 damage from Scylla. Ma'am, how do you want to do this?
Basically, just big rounding baseball swing chop, and just cleave it straight in half.
Heck yeah. With a giant ear-shattering splitting sound, it cracks down the middle, splitting in 2. And holy cow. That brings combat to a close, and y'all's first CR9 creature down the drain.
Jesus.
Boom, shakalaka.
Heck yeah. Sweet. So,
You all can thank me later. I know we couldn't have done it without me immobilizing and pretty much giving him a concussion. Well, showed you all how to fight.
I'm gonna approach it and see if I can't distinguish, like, I mean, it's dead, right?
yeah. You want to make me a nature check?
Yeah.
Can I guidance her?
Yeah, you can guidance her. Because you get a D4 on top of that. Because
Okay.
your poor rolls.
I know, seriously. 14.
Hey, 14. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. And you're from the island, so you're familiar with some stuff. You're not familiar with trees coming to life and attacking people.
Yeah.
But
More just
there's
if there was a way.
there's
Yeah.
a feeling that you get though with a 14, like how the ground, where there was once a hole of infinite darkness, was shorn together with stone and glass and magic of some type. Like the island had a defense mechanism. You kind of get the idea looking at this tree, at the root that is still withered and kind of decayed, that maybe this animation was a similar type of defense mechanism. Just the island's way of healing the damage to a plant, and that healing plant having a weird measure of sentience granted to it by I don't know, it's weird island stuff, man.
So I can't really tell, like, if something didn't necessarily, or a person didn't necessarily bring it to life. It was.
This definitely feels like the natural magic that kind of binds everything together, more so than...
Interesting.
And it's completely alien compared to the shadowy darkness and, like, psychic stuff that was going on back at the other village.
Yeah.
As you all are gathered around this tree, Granny Anna comes out of the house and hobbles her way over through the pigsty and looks out across the fence to the felled tree beast. Something's got the island riled up today. Don't see one of those every day, Nick. You should write about this in one of your little journals. The day the tree got attacked.
Has the island been riled up like this before?
Not in a long time. It's,
Does mean yes, though.
Oh, these things happen from time to time. These things happen. Something corrupts a piece of nature, and nature binds it together and fixes it.
So you've seen a corruption before. Have you seen the...
I've
in...
seen all kinds of corruption over the years, my dear. Like, all kinds. Sometimes it's somebody like you, somebody with gifts, and they corrupt things. Sometimes they just happen, little pockets of chaos.
But this one doesn't seem familiar to you.
No. I mean, there's a handful of times I can remember hearing of tree people coming to life. Sometimes druids bring them about, sometimes nature brings them about.
Is that sort of thing any of us off-islanders have ever heard about, like pockets of chaos and weird corruption and things?
Yeah, roll me a Arcana or History check, Gargle, or anybody else wants to get in on this action.
Something weird just happened. My headset went really quiet, so I just joined via my phone. I kind of missed the last about minute of what happened. Did I miss anything big?
We're just kind of talking about weird island magic and what's going on with this tree, but nothing, no revelations.
Okay, cool. If we're looking for Arcana, maybe the Arcane Archer might be good to look for that too.
Yeah, go for it, man. If you want to make a Arcana check, go for it.
Let's see what I can find. I got a +4 to it, so it can't be terrible.
Okay, with a 14, no, we have not heard about any other pockets of corruption. Sorry, had to cough for a second. We haven't heard about anything like this before. Scylla, if you want to, you can roll me a history check separately.
Five.
No, haven't heard anything about this type of thing before.
Can you scan through your journals? You said Pat had journals, correct?
Oh, Nick keeps journals. He keeps journals sometimes. He just writes about what he does. He doesn't. As she's talking to you, she's kind of like rounding the fence and toddling off over this way. He doesn't really keep. I mean, he's not the brightest kid in the bunch. And Nick's like, hey.
No.
You know, even the dimmest torch can still light your way. Perhaps we take a look deeper into his journals. Or will it do nothing?
There is private. Yeah, there is private journals. That's not really like.
And from the sound of it, Anna is a lot older. I have a feeling Nick probably hasn't seen anything like this in his lifetime.
10-4. Hey.
No, he definitely is not. She kind of pokes at the remains of the tree creature, and it's got a bunch of hack marks in it, but the corruption in the bottom part of it, she's poking at that. And did you all see any others like this?
No, there was like one of those corruption holes that we found before, but it looked like it had been filled in or something.
What? What's that?
We can... Maybe Scylla can carry out there in the morning and we can show you it.
Corruption holes. That was the name of one of my favorite bars back home.
You said it filled in?
Yeah,
Had done
some sort of glass and gold type thing.
Shadow glass.
You've heard of this?
I've heard rumors. I have a sister on the far side of the island and another sister 2 islands to the west, and they've talked of this on occasion. It's a scab on a wound. It's if you say that you've come across these cracks in the ground that have darkness spilling out of them.
So this darkness has been seen before?
No, at least not by us or me or anyone here.
But your sibling on another island has.
They've seen glass like this. They have not. We speculate.
They haven't seen.
No, and I don't know the specifics of what they've been able to... I can reach out to them.
That would be excellent.
And it'll take it'll take till morning. I have to rearrange some things in my head to cast the spell, but I can reach out in the morning. This may be a good sign. This may be the key to helping Kaula.
We can only hope.
Or if at least not a key, if maybe a... It's like the island is defending itself. Maybe there's hope.
You have any idea how it works? The glass has some sort of property that blocks the darkness? Or it just fills in the hole?
Well,
It's like
you
a
see,
scab on
you see
like
the you see the mountains at the center of our islands. All of them have them. Some of them are active, some of them are not. But they the magma, the hot earth beneath us, that's what makes the black glass. The striations through it, like you describe it, it has to have some effect. Maybe some remnant of the shadow before? I don't know. I would have to examine it. But you came to the right place. Because I know my way around examining things.
Wonderful.
But yes, rest up tonight. You've got more than enough firewood now, it seems. We'll have dinner here shortly. You're more than welcome to join. There's always more than enough. My kids cook so good. They take care of me. Except for Finn.
Oh, he's not so bad. He's...
Oh, no, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He just... Not the brightest. None of them are.
He seems to like the drink.
Oh, I don't know that he's... I mean...
We were supposed to teach him how to make liquor out of coconuts.
Liquor out of coconuts? What's a... We make wine sometimes out of fruits. I never...
Very similar.
Be
Very similar.
interested in seeing this.
And of course, our brewmaster is not here right now.
Oh. Well, you know. It's good to have hobbies. It's good to have hobbies. All right, as we make our way to their communal dining area that they've kind of got going on over here, this main room. Corvin, you'd been in it earlier. It's kind of exactly that. It's like a communal dining space for the whole group. They kind of just chill out here. Finn and Jimmy are not here. But y'all are welcome to sit by their fire, eat their food, share in their stories, and have a nice, safe, uneventful night's rest. But before we go off to sleep, though, Vargo, you're gonna hear a familiar voice. A familiar voice of Adelaide Vanache in your head. Varles,
Okay.
we've heard from Captain Teal that you've set out on an expedition. Any discoveries on the islands worth the attention of the Novanarchy?
This is a message where I can reply with
25 or
25
less.
words.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second here. Okay. He's gonna reply, Islanders needed help, corruption, found hole in earth, leaking black magic, and possessed locals. Filled hole cured, found other hole filled, volcanic glass gold.
And you'll get an immediate response back. Keep us updated. We'll chat more later. And that's it.
Alright.
Cool. So, anybody have anything else they want to do before we head off to bed?
No, I'm mostly going to keep my thoughts on that dream I had and any connection it could have to the current corruption going on.
Right on. Interestingly enough, Scylla, do you want to make me a perception check?
Yeah.
Retro from when we're having dinner. Hey, that's not bad. Scylla, you notice behind Granny Anna at the table, there's a statue. I think everybody else kind of just notices it in passing. It's not the biggest thing. It's not to scale on our map. It's kind of that, but smaller on a like a curio table. But this sculpture, it appears to be of the same volcanic glass, although it doesn't have stripes of gold through it. You can see a sculpture cut into it, carved into it, of a dragon that's been painted a lustrous, shiny color. Is it gold? Is it bronze? It's hard to tell, but that adds to those thoughts. But as we head off to bed, if everybody would make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is that just the same as a wisdom check?
It's a saving throw. So if you pull up your sheet and click on the click on the wisdom, the number below wisdom, it'll come up asking if it's an ability check or a saving throw. Just
Got it.
Ooh, somebody got a 1.
Oh,
I think that was me.
I think that was
Yeah.
you.
And then it rolled again because I didn't think it took this first time. So
You're like, oh, maybe they won't see. Not that I blame you, and we will find out what that means next time. Gonna call it here for the night.
Oh,
Good game, y'all.
We killed a tree.